Good morning, I'm David Smalley with Elves and Angels. I've come to do a assembly video on Julianna's kitchen. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you the parts that you'll be dealing with. We'll get started here. Excuse me, this is the cooktop. And when you receive this product, these knobs and this faucet will not be on here. You're going to take a screw and just screw it down tight until it's snug. And then after you do, you're going to take a screwdriver and back off the screw a quarter of a turn like that. You turn it counterclockwise until it spins freely like this. Alright, you'll do that. And then this the same here. These knobs will not be on here. You just screw each one of them down snug. You don't have to overdo it. And then just simply put this in, quarter turn back. The knob will spin freely. Okay, that's that. These are the sides to Julianna's kitchen. I'm going to show you the insides, so familiarize you with it. We put these grooves here because it shows you exactly where to put each particular thing. This is the door frame right here, cooktop here, and then the oven shelf, and then the hut shelf up here, the top shelf. Upper back, it's Baltic birch. We use it because it makes the flat pack work. It's green, it's carb 2 compliant, so it's as environmental as you get. The bottom back, you see the 2 screw holes, and that's going to screw into the back of the oven shelf. These over here. This is the top scroll, has a groove in the bottom of it here. And when you slide your back up to finish off the product, it slides right into there and locks in. Rear connector. This holds the upper back and receives the lower back. There's a groove there and a groove there. Hot shelf here. And oven shelf. Yeah, so we'll get started here. You may or may not have a helper, so I'm going to give you a little thing here that you can use in case you do this by yourself, which is not really very difficult. I'm going to use 2 pieces of Baltic birch plywood here, and what I'm going to do is allow them to support the other end while I screw the cooktop in. Okay, now let's see. If you had another person, they would be holding this. Since we don't, you can use a piece of plywood, a magazine, wherever you have it will work fine. And then put this in here like this. And then the groove I showed you in the back that's going to take the plywood, you want the back of the cooktop to be even with the inside of the back groove. And then we're going to put in the screw. 1, and then we're going to put the front one in. You can use either a screwdriver or a screw gun. Just go slowly with a screw gun. You don't want to drive it right through the wood. Either one works fine. We use screw gun in the assembly videos because it saves time and it makes the video shorter, so you don't have to feel like you there all day with it. These actually go quite quickly. Alright, so in the groove, and we're going to have it even, like I said before, with the inside of the back groove. And then the front screw. So you don't line it up with the front, you line it up with the rear. Now, I'll show you cooktop on. We're going to turn the kitchen around, put it on its back, and we're going to put the door frame in. The door frame. The grooves that I showed you in the front simply goes in the groove. If you have a helper, just have them hold the sides a little, or you can use, like I'm using my stomach, and I just push ahead until it's up tight with the bottom of the cooktop. I'm not going to put all the screws in. We'll try to save some time here. Just going to put one on the bottom. This. There are actually 3 screws. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll go like this. One screw there. Okay. Now at this point, we're at this point in it, and then we're going to put in the hut shelf here. Okay. And again, we're going to line up with the inside of the track flow, or the upper back. Put in 1 screw. Come over here. Whoops, I'm sorry. Made a mistake here. It's a different kitchen. We're still going to go through the Julianna's kitchen. Julianna's kitchen goes all the way front and like that. I'm sorry. That. And then we're going to put in the top scroll, which pops right in here. Sometimes it might seem that that's a little tight. If you feel like it is, just simply back off. I don't have that screw in there yet, but back off the screw, quarter turn. The sides will pop out a little bit. It'll loosen it and let you drop that right in there. Sorry about the confusion of the shelf, but most of the kitchens are the other way. All right, so now we have the top scroll and the shelf in. Now, put it on sprung. Have something soft or something, put that on if you can, because you don't want to scratch up the wood. There are also 2 screw holes here in the back of this. I'll show you. Just put those in and it secures that to the hut shelf. Top back is the smaller of the 2. Put it in that 1/4-inch track that I've been referring to quite often. Just going to slide up past this. And then I think I showed you that there's a groove in the bottom of the top scroll. It locks right into there. Then we're going to go to the rear connector. This is another place that you might think, I think it's too long. Almost always it's not. Oops. It's tight so that you can adjust it. If you want to loosen that a little bit, just back that screw off a 1/4 turn and then it'll go in. So this goes in here, slides into the back, and then you simply put the screw in here, and another one on the other side. And then we're going to put our oven shelf in. Goes in the grooves, slides down like this. Back of the oven shelf goes flush with that, or even with that part that I've been talking about in the rear. Okay, now the lower back in the groove. And that slides into that rear connector again, like I've said before there. And then just 2 screws in the rear back here. That's about it. let's see. You put in your sink, your metal bowl. Door is open, come down to the side. Last thing that you have to do is glue. We have some plugs here. You can use Elmer's glue or you can use school glue, whatever. Either will work. Just take the glue bottle, a little dab of glue right there, pick the plug. And in humid weather, that might be tight. Most of the time they just drop right in there, just like that. If it's been humid for a long time, it may have swollen, and you want to get it started a little bit, and then just give it, I don't know the hammer right here, but give it a little tap like that, and it'll be fine. So that's Julianna's kitchen. It doesn't take very long to do it, and anyone can do it. If it's not a surprise for your children, share it with them. Show them. They'll really get a kick out of it if you can share with with them that you actually can make something like this. They'll be very impressed by it. So anyways, thank you very much for coming by.